Welcome back to another training with Blue Equinox. This is Baron Solomon, and this is going to be the training on how you transition to the next appointment after you have finally gotten in the door with a decision maker and gotten to speak to them about the IT needs that their business has. Welcome back to another training with Blue Equinox. This is Baron Solomon, and this is going to be the training on how you transition to your next appointment after the initial appointment has already taken place and you have made your assessment of a business's IT or infrastructure needs. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So after you have your initial appointment, which by the way is the most difficult part of the whole process, is getting in that very first time to meet a business owner to speak to them about their potential IT needs. What should you do from there? What are the next steps? What does it look like to get ready for a follow-up appointment? So what we're going to talk about here are the 3 questions that are listed on this slide. What should the primary goal be at the end of the initial appointment? Should you try to sell solutions at the end of your initial appointment and explain your rationale? And what would you say in order to wrap up your initial appointment? So up first, we're actually going to start with the wrap-up, believe it or not. So your goal is not to sell service at the end of the initial appointment. All you are trying to do is make an assessment of a business's needs and schedule some time for follow-up. Get a follow-up meeting. That is the goal of the initial appointment. Gather as much information as you can about what solution you're going back to build for them and set a follow-up appointment. It's extremely important that you set it within 3 days because otherwise the business owner is going to grow weary. There's going to be a stall in the sales cycle, and what you're going to do is you're going to end up spinning your wheels a lot, pricing out a lot of plans for people who never get to look at them. So you want to make sure that you wrap up why you came in, exactly what you covered, what specific things you're going to be pricing out for them, and when is the timeline for what they should expect as far as when you're going to get back to them. That is the perfect wrap up, and that is what the goal is at the end of each initial appointment. So, prior to concluding, you want to make sure again that you've set the follow-up appointment and that you have a clear understanding of what it is that they want you to do. It's okay to rehash with them. Let me run this down one more time just to make sure that I have everything that I need and that I'm covering everything that you want me to cover. So what are your next steps after the initial appointment? I think that this is probably the most important part of this. What you need to do from here is you go back, you take your assessment, you figure out exactly what it is that the business needs, you get your pricing, you build a proposal, you get any supporting documentation, you get ready for that follow-up meeting that you have set, you do some more research about their business, but overall you just get ready to go back and present your solution to the business owner, which from there is the most important part of getting ink on the deal and helping them install the service and recommending good service. So you want to make sure that you've got this all taken care of, that you've got all your ducks in a row, that you understand what the next steps are, and that you're ready to execute when the time comes. So at the end of the appointment, like I said, you want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what exactly it is that they want you to do. So it's always okay to rehash exactly what the needs are that you feel you have uncovered, and how you're going to use those to go back and direct your actions in the next couple of days before you get back together with the business owner. So this is just kind of to rehash quickly exactly what it is that you need as far as general business issue questions, follow-up questions, making sure you've covered all 3 buckets of IT, and you can also see in here exactly what we expect as far as what we want you to have whenever you come back to the office so that we can make our assessment, or you can make your assessment and take it back to the business owner. So I know this has been short, but this is a necessary part of what we do here, and that's understanding how you transition to the next appointment. Apply the principles that you have seen in here and you will be just fine. Please review any of the slides as you need. Feel free to go back and take a look at exactly what the next steps are from here as far as what documentation you should prepare and what you should do. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Baron Solomon with Blue Equinox, and we will see you next time.